Round 2, Heat 1. Sam Spinell bringing them round for the start. We can see the dual Belgian-British national. He's going for it now. He's hit the throttle and he's trying to pull away into the lead. They're crossing the line to start the first heat race of this second round, and there's Sam Spinell with the lead. He's got Tucker behind him, but it's still Spinell. They're leading around a series of hairpins, and very much one side of the road, then the other through these hairpins, leading onto the backstretch. Not such a quick run onto the backstretch with this change of circuit. Here they are down the backstretch now, and it's Sam Spinell still with the lead. And he's got Craig Tucker behind him. This is the order they start in. Sam Spinell trying to extend his lead out. He's got 2-3 kart lengths in the lead already, crossing the line to crack off the first lap with one of the biggest leads we've seen all day so far. It is definitely Sam Spinell with the lead there. He's got the measure of this circuit. Craig Tucker dropping back a little bit into the clutches. Of course, who we got third? Chris Pease. Chris Pease is now starting to have a little look at second place, with Tom Golding running in fourth. Tom Golding, of course, is very much close to Chris Pease there. The three battling over second place, that's Craig Tucker, Chris Pease and Tom Golding. Sam Spinell continues to increase his lead. Look at the lead he's got. A really sharp performance there. He's racing ahead, and it's interesting how the lines are being formed now. Different people doing slightly different things, but more settling into the same kind of approach as they're seeing what's working for those karts in front of them. Sam Spinell, though, it's working best for him. He's racing onto the backstretch now with a lead. There he is on screen with a lead there, increasing with every lap. It's Tucker, it's Pease, it's Golding behind him. Trying to close in on them is Kieran Gallagher, and then it's Jake Crofts, followed by Mason Bates. Glenn Gillen and Dan Byrne bringing up the rear there with Glenn Gillen absolutely in his sights there. 17 though is Gillen. Sorry, Gillen is pitted. In fact, we've got two pit visitors. We've got the 10 kart, that's Tom Golding and Glenn Gillen have both pitted very, very early. Obviously they've taken that option away from themselves, but clearly feeling that they're being held up by the kart in front and wanting to make a difference. There's a pass for position there up on the top part of the racetrack. We'll see what that is when we come around, but at the moment it's still Sam Spinell, a huge lead there, rounding the final corner. Look at that gap he's got over Craig Tucker and Chris Pease. Chris Pease looking like he may well be faster running on his own. That throws up a strategy question of whether now is in fact the right time for him to pit. There's Chris Pease in the green helmet, holding up third place, working his way on second though, against Craig Tucker. So on the screen now, we in the newer part of the track there's a series of hairpins as the tail ends come through, but there's Craig Tucker and Chris Pease coming down the backstretch, absolutely nose to tail. Sam Spinell, we can see his lead here at the bottom part of the screen. There he is going around to start another lap. Here's Tucker, here's Pease. Will Pease pit? No, he doesn't. Pease is staying out. He feels that he's not going slowly enough behind Tucker to warrant a pit stop. He's probably more concerned about where he would exit those pits if he would actually end up amongst some slower drivers. Obviously Craig Tucker not really holding him up, or he would be in the pits for sure. So onto the backstretch, here we are, Sam Spinell with the lead. Along comes Craig Tucker and Chris Pease. Big gap there, almost the length of the straight as they come down into that final turn. Mason Bates is listed as fourth, with Dan Byrne fifth right now. And then on to Tom Golding. Tom Golding, of course, leading driver of those who've made the pit stops. May have been a little bit early, but he seems to be making it work for him. Okay, so this is that new section with Craig Tucker and Chris Pease working their way through. There's Mason Bates and Dan Byrne by the looks of it. And then a bit of a gap to those who have actually already been in the pit. So at the moment it's looking very good for Sam Spinell. He's the one setting the pace at the moment, a 35 dead exact second and lap time, so that seems to be the benchmark at the moment. Everybody else a little bit off that, at least half a second slower. In fact, he's just cracked it in under 35 seconds, 34 seconds, and Chris Pease is in the pits. Chris Pease in the pits, out of third place. Craig Tucker was there running in front of him, and it does seem that Chris Pease has decided he's trying to get himself out of that. However, he is resuming behind another kart. Where has Chris Pease come out? It could be Tom Golding he's come out behind. He's going to be hoping that Tom Golding is going to carry a bit of pace so they can keep moving forward, and he'll leapfrog Tucker when Tucker has to pit and then return to the track. Okay, so still Sam Spinell he's the one right on point there. A huge lead for him with Craig Tucker running in second. Mason Bates has moved up to third, with Dan Bates up to fourth. And in the pits, of course, the number 13, that'll be Mason Bates, pitting out of third place. See where this cycles in. He's lost another place to the 15 car. Mason Bates rejoins in 6th place. Obviously, the permutations of where you will actually rejoin the track and who you'll be with are a little bit different because of the longer, slightly extended nature of this alternate layout of track. And so what calculations people may have made before will be a little bit different this time around. Okay, so still Sam Spinell with the lead. There's Tucker we're seeing on screen now as he runs through with quite a good lead there. It should be Dan Byrne following him, but Byrne is some way behind Tucker. Dan Byrne running 3rd place right now. Tom Golding has in fact moved to 3rd because Dan Byrne has pitted. So Tom Golding is up to 3rd now. So here comes Craig Tucker, and then a giant gap to Tom Golding. Tom Golding, of course, was one of the early stoppers. There's Tucker coming through to start another lap. Sam Spinell way off in the distance, so far ahead that Craig Tucker can't even see him from where he's at. Sam Spinell has just lowered the current fastest lap, and crossing the line there, it's Tom Golding with Chris Pease on the back of him. Chris Pease trying to push Golding along. Catch up with Tucker if they can. Okay, and this is the new area. There's Golding with Chris Pease right behind him. The producers following him through there. Here they come with, this is Tom Golding running in 3rd place, followed by Pease running in 4th, and then behind that is Kieran Gallagher. So here comes that battle for 3rd place. There's Tom Golding. He's a very recent convert to karting, but he's proven very successful over his first year. Here's Sam Spinell, very successful over many years now. Sam Spinell, a dual Belgian and British national, racing away with a giant lead there. Currently the fastest on the track by, again, half a second. He's really looking good for winning this race. And the battle really is going to be behind him. The question mark is over Craig Tucker, and when Craig Tucker pits and rejoins, will it be in the middle of that Golding and Pease battle, or will he be clear of that? The 19 kart is Kieran Gallagher, who's 5th, and now that's it. Now we've got the 8. That 8 there is Dan Byrne with Glenn Gillen behind him. Glenn Gillen showing very well earlier on, not so much a front runner in this race though. Here's Sam Spinell, almost about to put people a lap down as they work their way around the newer section of track up in the distance there. There's the race leader, number 12, that's Sam Spinell. He has a gigantic lead already. Absolutely outstanding at international level. You can see very much the European style of leaning outwards in the kart, helping control where the grip is, relevant to the rear wheels and how much of the understeer he's controlling or even causing. Just a little bit of wave there. Don't know what that's all about from Sam Spinell. Clearly he feels he's got time to wave. He's just set a new personal best lap. 34.6 is what they're down to now. Very fast indeed. Sam Spinell in the pits. The race leader in. He's in from the lead and he's probably going to resume in the lead. But no, here comes Craig Tucker. Craig Tucker is just about to snatch the lead from Sam Spinell. Craig Tucker does it. Craig Tucker has taken the lead. It's a little bit of a gap there by Craig Tucker, but Sam Spinell will be trying to hunt him down on the track, if nothing else, just to keep himself fast. But Craig Tucker currently leads this Heat 1 of round 2 of the British Rental Kart Championship. It's Craig Tucker, car 16, in the lead. Here he is down the backstretch. Look at that. That's the lead he has over 2nd place, Sam Spinell. Craig Tucker rounding the end part of the racetrack. Here they come into the final turn. He's not pitting. He's staying out in front, starting another lap, Craig Tucker. And there's Sam Spinell following him through in 2nd over the start-finish line. Here they are. There's Sam Spinell running in 2nd on the track, but really he's going to leapfrog Craig Tucker when Craig Tucker makes the pit stop. Tucker there, you can see in the blue and white helmet. Very distinctive colours there, very bold colours on that helmet as they come down the backstretch. Here he is, Craig Tucker, number 16. Sam Spinell, number 12, running in 2nd place at the moment. Sam Spinell, still the fastest person out there. He's running about half a second quicker than Craig Tucker. So it may well be that he catches Tucker before Tucker makes the pit stop and makes a fight out of it for 1st place on the track. This is that new section. Sam Spinell looking very good in the new section. He seems to be making up a bit of time over the others in that area alone. He's visibly closing in on Craig Tucker for the lead here. It's still Craig Tucker with the lead there. We're looking a bit further down the order. We've seen some tight battles, but the leaders are... second place is closing in on the leader as we come around the final turn now. Tucker is in the pits. In fact, Craig Tucker, this is it. This is going to be very interesting. Yes, he's lost the lead to Sam Spinell, but will he come out in second place? His pit stops look pretty good. It seems an eternity for the green to come on. Now this is what counts. Here comes Tom Golding. He's going to try and pass Tucker. Can he make it around him? Tucker's lost momentum. Golding up the inside. They make contact. Golding punts Tucker wide, but Tucker somehow hangs on into the lead. It's Tucker, Golding, Pease, all for position. That's second place they're looking at. And round the new section there, they're heading on the backstretch. There's a slow-mo of all the action going on there. Great slow-mo footage with Tucker being almost bundled out of position. Sam Spinell resumes the lead, but what a race we've got over second place. What a race going on there. Craig Tucker, Tom Golding, Chris Pease, and onto the backstretch here. We've got the 8 kart. That's Dan Byrne with Mason Bates, Glenn Gillin. So Dan Byrne and Mason Bates really hard at it with Gillin there just behind them. Following that, of course, is Jake Crofts, who we see going out across the start line. They're coming into the new section there. That's Dan Byrne there in the 8 kart. This is the lower order battle, 6th, 7th and 8th, but what a race they're putting on. So it's Byrne from Bates and Gillin. Gillin, of course, 3rd in the Red Bull kart fight in Sweden. So there's a really A-grade driver there, but he's been made to look distinctly average at the back there. There goes Dan Byrne, Mason Bates, Glenn Gillin with tailing them Jake Crofts. I'm not sure Jake Crofts can actually claw into that lot because Dan Byrne is pulling a good pace, although Mason Bates is right on his tail. Here we come in the new section there. There's Bates following Dan Byrne with Gillin there stuck to his tail, and there's Jake Crofts following behind them. Jake Crofts is actually in 9th place. Here he comes now. That's the 9th place driver there, Jake Crofts. On to the backstretch. Here we go. Again, this is the Dan Byrne in 6th place battle. We've got Byrne, Bates, Gillin looking really good down the backstretch there, getting really racy there. A lot of points up for grabs for those guys. They need the points just as much as the front runners do because these guys are desperately fighting not to get in the final, but just to continue into the semi-final itself. We have 2 more rounds of heat races and they need points from every heat race they can. If they could get into the actual top 5 they would, but they're fighting over 6th place. And there's a change for position. It looks like Mason Bates has passed Dan Byrne in that new section there. As we come onto the backstretch, will be able to confirm that? Yes, it's true. Mason Bates in the 13 there, gets defensive over Dan Byrne in the 8 kart. And Mason Bates has taken the position away from Dan Byrne. It's not showing up on the timer yet because they've yet to cross the line. Now they're crossing the line. We'll see that change of position there. Bates will be listed 6th from Byrne in 7th and Glenn Gillin. It changes and it's still going on. Dan Byrne is not going to give that one away lightly. He's thinking of having a counter-attack there. Glenn Gillin is looking to see if there are any crumbs from this table he can pick up on. There's nothing yet because he's not been able to make the battle ahead of him turn to his advantage, but there we go. Mason Bates down the bottom end there. Dan Byrne really working him hard with Glenn Gillin right there in the mix. Crossing the line and start another lap. We've still got 6.5 minutes left in this race. Absolutely nose to tail. This is the 6th place battle. This is the fight on the racetrack. Although there's another one brewing elsewhere in the field. This is really where the action is. They're really nose to tail. Look at them onto the backstretch now. It is Mason Bates followed by Dan Byrne and Glenn Gillin. Can Dan Byrne make a move here? No, he can't. It's still Mason Bates holding the lead as they run around there. In fact, Glenn Gillin now is getting pretty racy with Dan Byrne there. It's Dan Byrne who's under increasing pressure. So what a run there. What do you think of this, Brad Philpott?
Well, I saw you up here on your own, James. I thought I'd come and join you because we've got a couple of nice battles in this one. I was most interested in the Golding leapfrog because Tom Golding's managed to get himself up from 4th into a real strong 2nd place, hasn't he? Sam Spinell's checked out at the front, but the guys behind him in 2nd, 3rd and 4th really making a good race of it. Chris Pease doing particularly well as well. Qualified 3rd, he's dropped 1 position, but he'll be over the moon with that particular place. I think his best up until then was maybe a 5th, so 4th place, he'll be very happy.
Absolutely, they're fighting pretty strong there, Brad, and up at the head of the field, we've rejoined that battle in a second. Tom Golding is second place. He's had such a sterling run of results last year. His opening one for his karting career, and Craig Tucker and Chris Pease are really making him work for it. They're completing another lap now. They're coming around the final turn for this battle in second place. We're looking down the backstretch. We've rejoined the Mason Bates, Byrne and Gillen battle there. And here comes Sam Spinell. Sam Spinell there in the 12 is the leader. This is that battle over 6th place we've just seen coming through to start another lap. There's Sam Spinell though. He's looking pretty imperious on this run. We know he's an absolute A-grader, international renowned Sam Spinell, and he's shown us why, Brad.
Yeah, he will consider this a job well done. He'll know he's won this one. I know we've got 4.5 minutes left to go, but I think it's going to take something very strange for Sam to throw this one away.
Absolutely, he's just put his lap down. It's going to be interesting. Oh, and a lead there by Glenn Gillen on Mason Bates. Putting down the backstretch 8, taking the position. He's going to take back into 6th place. So basically 6th place. Still with Glenn Gillen trying to recover everything. He's not managed to plateau from them yet. But interesting this one, Brad. Here comes Sam Spinell to join this battle. Now Sam Spinell is in the lead. He's ahead of them. Getting blue flags. Will this hold to go
Yeah, I don't think he had a particularly easy first race either, but his confidence will be restored after this one. He's battled through to second, and it looks like he's having a good time pulling away at the front.
Yes, absolutely. So Sam Spinell is pulling away. He's set a new record, 34.4. The times are coming down. He's still getting on for half a second faster than anyone else in the race. And he's catching this serious Dan Byrne, Mason Bates, Glenn Gillen battle over 6th place. Question is, will it affect him? And equally importantly, will it affect them? I don't think Sam Spinell can possibly lose enough time to lose a position, but it certainly might alter who's 6th, 7th or 8th. That's important for their points. So, number 10, there's Tom Golding, down into the bottom of the backstretch there. This is Tom Golding we're looking at here. And then it's Craig Tucker, and then it's Chris Pease. Chris Pease now working on Craig Tucker, as we can see. A slight lead there for Tom Golding, pulling away from the battle of now 3rd place. There he is. There's Golding, Tucker and Pease.
Can you tell me, James, I was tucked around the corner when the start of the race was on. Has Sam Spinell made his stop already?
Yes.
Okay, so he has a genuine huge lead in front of
Oh, it's a monster of a lead, Brad. It really is quite epic. I mean, a driver of his standing, you'd expect some kind of lead, but even by that standard, this is good.
It's been 0.6 of a second per lap on a good lap, hasn't he?
He's ballistic. He's well, they've actually closed up to him in terms of lap times now. They're only 0.4 off him on every single lap. Yeah, so his lead is increasing all the time. However, he is catching that battle for 6th, 7th and 8th. So he may well be affected in terms of pure lap times, though unlikely positions. This is the 2nd place battle. There's Tom Golding, Craig Tucker, Chris Pease. They're working their way around. They're pretty equal distance at the moment. Here they are down the backstretch.
Well,
yeah, lap time there, 35 dead. You know, and they're well evenly matched together. They're still 0.4 off Sam Spinell, so no chance they're going to catch him, even if he's held up, because that would have been their big chance. The Dan Byrne, Mason Bates, and Glenn Gillen battle is the one. In fact, Sam Spinell has actually cleared that lot and is now racing away on. Looking very imperious as he nears the end of the race. There's only just over a minute left remaining, done to time, of course. There's Sam Spinell on the TV now, and he's been followed by Dan Byrne.
It is the 13 and the 17, isn't it? Bates and Gillen.
Bates and Gillen, yeah. What's happened is Dan Byrne has now started to pull away a little bit from those two, and they are the race that's left. They're battling over 7th place. Here comes Sam Spinell, and then it's Dan Byrne. Now this is the battle you were talking about, Brad, just behind. Sam Spinell, he's very, very close to the end of the race now. Surely only a lap or so to go as Sam Spinell starts what could well be the last lap. We'll see what the organisers have in store for this, but it could well be the last lap. Sam Spinell, and here he is around this hairpin. It's the new section of the track. They've changed it this round of heats. There's Dan Byrne, and here comes the Mason Bates Glenn Gillen battle right there.
Checkered flags being readied, so potentially this lap will be the last one.
And here's Sam Spinell on the final lap down the backstretch there. He's coming through the final part of the track. They're going to run out and wave it to Sam Spinell, the dual Belgian-British national. Here he comes. He's going to take the checker, and it's Sam Spinell leaping in excitement on what's probably been the easiest win he's had for a while. However, is that a closing of position behind? I think Tom Golding's lost some time somewhere, and that has allowed Craig Tucker and Chris Pease to come through, because as we look at this final turn, here they come into view. That looks like Tom Golding to me, and then Craig Tucker and Chris Pease. So it looks like Tom Golding has lost a bit of time somewhere, because the two behind have clawed back up to him, although he has not lost a position.
He'll be
a
happy
great run, second place, Brad. I think probably the starring role in that race would have been Tom Golding, simply because how it wasn't looking that good earlier on.
Yeah, he made a couple of jumps there, didn't he? Got the strategy right. He's obviously finding his feet now in BRKC. I think that kind of gets his championship challenge back on track.
Absolutely. It gives him something to shoot for now. I think obviously he's going to be fighting for a place in the semi-final. We'll see how it goes. But Sam Spinell, our runaway winner there. Tom Golding, Craig Tucker was third.
22 seconds as well. We were talking earlier on about a 21-second gap being an enormous win for, I think it was for Verhofstadt.
Yeah.
22 seconds there for Sam Spinell.
And when you're just over half a minute for the lap, that's well on its way to going a lap down, isn't it?
An impressive margin of victory.
It's a bit of a whitewash, to be honest. Chris Pease was in fourth, Kieran Gallagher fifth, Dan Byrne ended up in sixth place in the epic battle that was Bring. Mason Bates seventh, and of course he was fighting with Glenn Gillen over seventh place. Gillen came in eighth at the end there. Jake Croft rounds out the finishes there in ninth place. What are you taking from the new layout there, Brad? What are you seeing going on? It seems to favour someone like Sam Spinell, who's probably quite quick on his feet to learn a new track.
Sam's brilliant at not allowing the kart to slide at all, and it looked like he was absolutely hooked up with his kart there. He was gliding around and never actually losing any traction at the rear. He was always getting great drive off each of the hairpins. Obviously, getting a good drive out of the slow corners is crucial on this layout, by the looks of it. So I think he absolutely nailed the technique.
Absolutely, and it has to be said, this change, this alternative